guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I created this look here. It's sort of fruity and fun and summery, and if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, then you are in the right place at the right time. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. What was that? You like my hair? Thank you. I did get my hair highlighted. It is a very light beige, I think is how it said. So I did get some blonde in there, and I have not filmed since, and that was probably, I don't even know, that was like weeks ago. So glad you like my hair. The worst of this video is that I actually filmed part of this video on the look that I'm gonna do already, and I couldn't finish filming because I was gonna be late. So I'm refilming a look that I know that I like how it comes out, but I'm just doing a very simple, chill, chit chat, get ready with me video. I did one of these on my channel before and it got more views, so I don't know, we're just gonna see. So I've got my new drink of choice. This is a mango dragon fruit refresher lemonade, and it is worth $5 to me. So I'm gonna listen to some music. I feel like I don't really get to do my makeup very often anymore because I've just been working a lot. So I want this to be more of like a chill, like just something that's more therapeutic for me. Plus I already know how the look is gonna turn out. Well, hopefully it turns out the same, but I already know the look that I'm doing and I like how it looks. So I'm ready to just dive in. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you like my new hair, because I'm still not sure about it. And I think the reason I'm not sure about it is because it like really changed the texture of my hair. So I feel like it's been breaking more easily. So just tell me you like the beige hair. I'm gonna throw on some primer first, and I'm actually gonna be going in with a small sample of the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. I did not really wash my face very good today, so I do feel like I need some moisturizer. I'm just gonna press that into the skin. And then for foundation today, I'm going in with the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir foundation in the color 705. I do believe that this foundation is getting discontinued, so I am going for more of a summery look, and this particular foundation is pretty glowy. That's what I'm going for. It is a little dark for my skin, and I'm very pale right now, but we're gonna make it work. Wow, I forgot just how perfumey this foundation is. It smells like old lady. No offense if there's any older women watching. It's not you, older than that. So I'm just buffing that in. Wow, this is really not a good color for me. Just buffing that in with a beauty blender. So let's talk, let's chat. What's up? Haven't filmed in a while, haven't posted in a while. Really have been just doing not much, but working. So what is good? I'm listening to pop radio right now, but I am going to see Tosh Sultana again in concert. They are starting their world tour, or I think they're in the middle of their world tour, but they're coming to the States, so I will be seeing them again. If you have not checked out Tosh Sultana, you really need to. Their music is awesome. I talked about them briefly on my channel before when I first seen them in concert, but they are a non-binary artist, and they basically create all of the music through overlays, and it's really good. Really, really good. And as I'm saying that, Selena Gomez comes on, and I'm not a fan. I'm really not. So I'm gonna skip. All right, now that that's all buffed in, I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Light. Just put that under my eyes. So in addition to Tosh, I of course really love 21 Pilots, and I've seen them in concert 3 times, one of which was at a music festival. And I am going to a music festival this year, so I'm really excited. I don't want to announce what music festival I'm going to just for privacy reasons, but I can talk about it after the festival, or I guess security reasons really. So I'm excited but nervous about that, just because, you know, we live in a really scary world sometimes. And then I do also really want to see the Jonas Brothers. But let's just talk about that for a second. Anybody in high school that knows me and is watching this video, I'm calling all of you out. I loved the Jonas Brothers, like for probably an unusually long amount of time, I guess. I loved them, and now all of a sudden everybody loves them. But I have vivid memories of people kind of teasing me for liking the Jonas Brothers because they were into Mayday Parade and crap. Anyway, I'm really not calling anybody out, I'm just saying that generally, but now all of a sudden everybody loves the Jonas Brothers, and rude. So I also really want to see them this year, and they are going on tour. They just announced it the other day, so you bet your bottom dollar I will be in the front row of that freaking concert, screaming to all of my favorite songs. I hope they play Burnin' Up. Oh my god, I'm too old. Too old. It'll be interesting to see who's at like the ages of the people that will be at a Jonas Brothers concert, just because I feel like they appeal to a younger audience usually, but I'm wondering if it's going to be a whole bunch of people my age, like in their 20s, because they listen to the Jonas Brothers, like millennials. I'm just setting my face down under my eye, around my nose, and my chin with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and then I'm gonna set the rest of my face down with the Hourglass Veil translucent setting powder. This has a little bit of a glow to it. Honestly, I wanted to return it and I didn't, because I didn't remember that I wanted to return it within the return policy at Sephora. So I am using it, but I'm just going to use that to set down the rest of my face. Now that we are set and I'm really glowy and I don't feel very set, because I usually bake my whole face because I have very oily skin, but I'm not going anywhere today. Well, I might go to the grocery store, but I'll probably take this off, and I don't need my makeup to last all day long, so I think we should be okay. All right, I'm gonna throw on some bronzer. This is the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer in Tantastic. So this is the lighter version of that. I really like this stuff, so I'm gonna pop some of that on with an angled BH Cosmetics brush. And I'm basically just bronzing the outsides of my face. I'm not contouring or anything like that. Y'all know I don't contour. I just bronze. Oh yeah, my girlfriend texted me and said there's a new Banks song I should listen to. If you guys don't know who Banks is, she's awesome. Let's see if we can look it up. Okay, just came out. It's called Gimme. All right, now that we are bronzed, I'm gonna throw on some blush. I'm going for a really, really peachy look. So I'm gonna throw on the Note blush, and this is in Desert Rose. And then I always take a little bit of blush and I do stick it on the tip of my nose. I'm really not sure how I feel about the face, but Pish Posh Applesauce. And I'm gonna pop off really quickly. I'm gonna throw my brows on. I'm gonna throw my brows on, and then I will be right back. Brows are done. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we are gonna jump in with the eyes. I am going to apologize in advance. This particular eye look that I'm doing, I think I used 3 palettes. So use what you have at home that works for you and all's good. So I'm using a variety of palettes today. As mentioned, I'm sorry about that, but I'm going for a really summery look. I also wanted to mention that this look is inspired. I'm actually recreating somebody else's look. I found this picture on Twitter and I liked it, or at least I thought I liked it. I went through my likes and I couldn't find the actual creator of this particular look, but I'm going to insert a picture here. This look is beautiful. If you know who this gal is, please leave their information below so I can give them credit in the description of this video. But I think this look is absolutely like a summery vibe, so that is exactly what I'm going for. I'm gonna start off by going into the Ace Beauty. This is the Grandiose palette. I actually received this palette in my BoxyCharm box. We're really only gonna be using I think two colors from this, which is this peachy shade as well as this more tan shade. So I'm actually going to start off with those 2 shades first. I'm going in with the tan shade, which is Patchouli. Okay, so I'm going into the color Patchouli first, and I'm going to apply that as a transition shade all over the lid. And then I'm going to apply this color here, which is Clove, right on top of that. And to apply those colors, I'm going in with the Sedona Lace EB13 brush. I'm supposed to be talking. I forgot. This is a chit chat get ready with me. I think I said in my last video that I did that was more of a chit chat get ready with me that I find that I'm not really very interesting, so I don't have much to talk about. I feel like bigger influencers maybe are a little bit more interesting. Like they can talk about events that they've gone to, or I don't even know. I don't even know, but I just feel like they're more interesting. When I initially filmed this video, so for those of you that skipped the intro, I filmed this exact look and I didn't get to finish the video because I had to be at my parents' house for Easter dinner. So I just quickly turned the camera off and finished the look. So I'm refilming a look that I already know how it's going to turn out and I liked it. But I had talked about a story in that video. I don't even think I could reiterate or like repeat this story, I guess. Not reiterate, repeat the story in its full detail because it was fresh at the time when I was filming. But basically that day that I was filming, I had gotten my car inspected at the dealership, which I live in the state of Pennsylvania, so they require state inspections and emissions, and it's basically just to make sure that your car is safe. So you can't have any like check engine lights, or your wiper blades have to be good, your brakes have to be good, your tires have to be good, all that good stuff. And when I was there, this lady came up and like complimented me on my shoes, which I was wearing rainbow Tory Burch sandals, and they're like the gayest Tory Burch rainbow sandals ever. She's complimenting me on these sandals, which is all fine and well, and proceeds to try to tell me that I would be perfect for her son. Too bad I'm not older, because she asked me a whole bunch of invasive questions like how old I am, what I do for a living, what kind of car I drive, where I went to school, like a lot of very, very invasive questions. And she's like, oh, too bad you're not older. Okay, I'm gonna jump into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette, and I'm gonna dabble into this color and this color. So that would be Eden and Saturn. So anyway, she's asking me like how old I am, and she says I would be perfect for her son. And I literally said to her, you sound like everybody, because I wish I could say that this is the first time that a middle-aged woman or older has tried to hook me up with their son, but I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you this happens on the regular. I just switched to a Morphe M506 brush so I can get a little bit more precise. So anyway, this happens on the regular, so I sort of laughed awkwardly, and I didn't tell her like I'm gay or I'm in a relationship. Like I didn't even get into it, and the reason I didn't get into it is because it's so uncomfortable for me. Like the assumption that because I'm by myself or something that I'm not in a relationship, or the assumption that I'm gay, or no, the assumption that I'm straight makes me really uncomfortable. But I don't ever correct people, so I guess it's kind of my own fault. But I don't correct people because if you already are trying to hook me up with your son, that means you think I'm straight. So then I had to have this awkward conversation with you about how I'm actually in a committed relationship and it's with a woman. So it just is, it's really awkward. Really, really awkward. But again, I think it stems from the fact that because I'm not talking about anybody being in my life, that there's like this assumption that I don't have anybody in my life. But in fact, I'm really just keeping my dating and my romantic life private. And I like will hint at things, and I feel like people don't really pick up on anything. So like obviously Chelsea and I live together. We have lived together now for over a year. Well, no, that's not true. Oh my god, Chelsea, as you're editing this, sorry, that's not true. We have lived together for like 5 years, and we have had our own place for, oh my god, how long? A long time. Like we've had our own place for quite a bit of time, and over a year we've had our own place. So I mean, we're like not new to living together in the slightest. So I just tapped into the color Unity from here. I'm applying that with a Luxie 209 large shader brush, and I'm just lightening it up a little bit right around the edges. So I've hinted at things like I've said to people, oh, you know, I'm my roommate, and you would think that they would think, girl roommate, oh, she must be a lesbian. No, they think we're just gal pals. I don't know. So I went on a rant in my last video that you are not going to see because I'm not posting the footage, that it's really annoying having people try to hook me up with their sons. I guess it's kind of flattering in like a twisted way. It's flattering that they think I'm like attractive, and yeah, I guess it's kind of flattering, but it's also just really awkward. Like, I don't want to date your son. And mind you, this lady's son was 41 years old. 41. I mean, no shade to anybody who is dating somebody that's older than them. I'm 24. Like, we are in different parts of our life. Like, that would be somebody who would want children, and like, oh no. Oh, just the thought of dating a man. It's grossing me out. It's grossing me out. All right, so I'm gonna be doing a cut crease, or half of a cut crease. Let's stop talking about men and start talking about makeup. And I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Light Sand, which is a really small sample I received in my Ipsy bag. And I'm gonna use this particular shade to do a half cut crease. And I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics number 9. This is a small concealer brush to do that. This is my favorite brush to use to do a cut crease, and I'm just doing a half of one. All right, now that that's on there, I'm gonna throw on some yellow, and I'm gonna be going into the James Charles and Morphe palette, and I'm using this color here, which is called B, and I'm gonna apply that all over the lid. And I'm using actually a Farrah 6 Short shading brush to apply that, or at least to start packing the color on. And then to get really tight, I'm going to go in with a BH Cosmetics. This is, I don't know what this is, but it's actually just a really small and short and stout like concealer brush. And I'm just going to dip into the color, and that's what I'll use to get really tight in the cut crease. Then I'm going to back into the color Satin from the Prism palette, and I'm going to pack that on the outer V here and blend it into the yellow. And then I'm going to go in with a small pencil brush. This is the Colourpop E10 pencil brush. And I'm going to go back into that color Satin, and I'm going to sort of drag that along the very edge of the cut crease. And then I'm going into the color Parallel, which is like a really chocolatey color brown down here. And I'm going to apply that to the outer V as well, just to smoke this out a little bit. Going into the color Clove, so the peachy shade, and I'm just gonna try to blend everything together. I feel like we have some harsh lines. I don't exactly remember how I created the look the first time, but I'm wondering if I didn't cut my crease quite as much as I should have. Yeah, I think I cut my crease more. I'm gonna try to cut a little bit without messing this up. I know the cut crease is like a little messy and a little patchy, and don't worry, I can see that. All right, I'm gonna hop off camera really quickly and do my other eye. I'm gonna work on this patchiness too, and then I will be right back. All right, I did my other eye off camera. The cut creases are not the same, and this is still patchy, like really patchy, and I'm struggling to fix it, if I'm being honest. Like, it looks really bad. So yeah, when I did this look the first time, I did stick another color on top of the yellow, and so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna throw on some glitter. This is the Urban Decay Heavy Metals glitter in Midnight Cowboy. I am going to throw that on top actually, and hope to not ruin the look. And I'm gonna start with the eye that's messed up, because if I don't like it, then I'll just redo this whole eye. So what I'm doing is I'm basically just first outlining where the cut crease is, and then throwing it right on top. Okay, that covered that pretty good. So going in on the other eye and doing the same thing. All right, she's drying. She's drying. While that is on there, I am going to just clean up the outer V a little bit more and just try to blend everything together. Well, it's not as bad as I thought it was. All right, I'm gonna smoke out my lower lash line next, and I'm just gonna go in first with the colors from the Prism palette. And I'm first starting off with Eden, which is the lighter shade. Then going into Saturn. And then going into Parallel, just on that very outer edge. I'm going to pop on an inner corner highlight. I'm first going to use the Colourpop Supershock Cheek in Flexitarian. I'm going to pop that on the inner corner, and then I'm going to put on this color Lucid right on top of it. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of that color also up by the upper brow bone. And this is Lucid. And then for mascara, I'm gonna throw on a very, very generous coat of the Clinique High Lengths mascara. I am not going to be doing any eyeliner today. I think the glitter's probably enough. All right, so that is it for the eyes at this point. I am going to finish off the face with some highlight. I'm not even going to lie. I've been using the James Charles palette for highlight, and I've been using the color Ring Light, which is why my palette is such a mess, which is this really bright color here. I've been using that for highlight, so I'm gonna do the same thing today. And I'm actually using a Luxie. This is a 512 small contouring brush. I know, not the brush to use for highlighting, but I have been liking it a lot. So I'm going to throw on some highlight so we can be glowing. All right, we are glowing. I'm going to throw on some lips. When I did this look initially, I used the Colourpop and Kathleen Light's Ultra Satin Lip in the color Dreamy. This is like a really nice, sort of like a peachy pinkish color. I'm gonna throw that on first, and then I'm gonna throw on some gloss on top of it. Throw some gloss on top of that. This is the Trust Fund Beauty Lip Gloss in Text Me. It actually just looks like this look. I'm gonna pop that right on top. So that completes this look. I really like this look. I think it's perfect for summertime. I wasn't expecting the glitter, but I couldn't help with some of that patchiness that was going on with the eye, but I really like it. I think it adds a lot to the look. Again, if you know who the mystery inspirational person was, please make sure you leave their information down below so I can give them proper credit in the description of this video. And if you like this video, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time with another new video. Bye guys.